Hey, what's up guys? So this week on Fat to Fit, we're gonna talk about how I got fat. Stay tuned. I grew up in a household, my dad was a single father, and so most of our meals were prepared in the microwave. It definitely started with just not knowing about nutrition. I just didn't know. I grew up, eating food out of a microwave, not so much prepared meals. So Marie Callender's ramen noodles, that was how I grew up. And all I knew being an athlete growing up is that I needed protein. And I was supposed to have protein to be strong. Then you fast forward to me, and as an adult, I started working a whole lot and really focusing on work, and I didn't really understand or have a good grasp about how to eat correctly. So with that being said, I got to a point where I was literally drinking 3 and 4 Monsters a day and only eating one meal. And that was my biggest downfall, is that when you only have one meal, your body basically shuts down its metabolism, and I slowly and gradually put weight on. I guess yes and no. I noticed that I had to buy bigger clothes. I noticed that I had to, that my shirts were getting tighter. I did notice those things, but to be perfectly honest, it's a weird thing to say, but when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see a super fat guy. I didn't see a super obese guy. I still saw me, 50 pounds ago, 100 pounds ago, 150 pounds ago. I didn't see it. But it was just crazy, because as soon as I started seeing photos of myself, I didn't want to see them. Delete. So yes, I guess I was just lying to myself, because I did notice, but I didn't want to. I got to a point where I was diagnosed with severe obstructive sleep apnea. I had to wear CPAP, I still do, but it was really, really bad, to the point where my girlfriend had to get out of our bedroom and move to the second bedroom because she couldn't handle me sleeping anymore. And that really sucked. And again, that was another one of the eye-openers for me to kind of have to turn my life around. Financially also, when you get bigger, you have to buy bigger clothes. The last jacket I bought before I started to lose weight was a 60 regular. It's basically the largest size that they make commercially. After that, you have to start getting custom stuff or pay way more money for the bigger stuff. So having to buy more clothes because I was growing out of them because I just kept getting fatter. You realize, I guess at a certain point, it wasn't so much when I noticed, it was when other people noticed for me. My parents, my family, it got to a point where they all had pulled me aside to say, hey, I'm worried about you. When the doctor tells you that that you have the kind of sleep apnea, you've developed the kind of sleep apnea that kills people, because one day you'll go to sleep and you won't breathe, and then you'll just never wake up. That was definitely a warning sign. I started getting purple coloring in my calves and on my shins, because I'm assuming it was pre-diabetes. I never actually went and got tested, but I had to have been getting close to that at 480 pounds. Just shortness of breath. I couldn't carry on a conversation without, trying to catch my breath at the end of every sentence. And I was talking to a friend living back here in Dallas, and I'm on the phone, and he could hear that I was out of breath over the phone. So there were a lot of warning signs that I ignored, but I'm glad I finally paid attention to them. I decided that I had to do something about this, that I couldn't live like that anymore, and that I wasn't gonna just allow myself to get surgery or have to rely on crash diets or crazy diet pills, that I needed to do something for myself. Because here's the thing, you can do those things, but you'll never develop a really good relationship with food. So it's a lot easier to backslide. But if you will allow yourself to reintroduce yourself to food and build a strong relationship where it's a healthy relationship with food, you're a lot more inclined to keep the weight off. I've had this weight off for over 18 months now, and I still give myself cheat meals. I still allow myself to have those meals, but it really is important that you understand how important and integral nutrition is to your overall health. And that's why I'm doing this, because I want to show everyone that there is absolutely hope for you, that there is absolutely a way to come back. You don't have to think you're so far gone that there's no way you can make changes, but you can, but it's right here. You have to make that mental switch that yes, I can do it, and yes, y'all can do it.